Hello everyone, this is Yours Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Dynasty Warrior 8 Extreme Legend. It's in story mode as we continue with the Battle of Mount Tielong, which is a battle that I don't actually recall. I mean, I think they give dates to these. I think this is supposed to be in 253, which will be sort of the first northern expedition that Jiang Wei sort of leads himself. But that one didn't have a Battle of Mount Tielong as far as I can recall. And none of them should be here. So obviously Zhong Hui and Deng Ai would be key figures in the later periods at the end of Shu, basically, where they sort of team up and take down Shu. Zhong Hui is the son of Zhong Yao, and he will be sort of the leading commander on the Western Front. Deng Ai will be a general here. But at this point, I don't think either of them are here. I think the Western commander at this point is Chen Tai, and he would do fine. I think Deng Ai comes in help for maybe a few of the northern expeditions that Jiang Wei comes, but he is not mainly stationed here. I believe at this period he was still doing more or less civil administrative jobs. And Zhong Hui was still back at court. He's still very young. He's the youngest son of Zhong Yao, who had him fairly late. Comes from Zhong Yao's last concubine. Sima Zhao would not come to the Western Front either at this point. So since no one's historical and we haven't played either of these three, we'll pick one. Who do I want to talk about the most? Let's talk about Zhong Hui a little bit, because I don't know how this run will end, but spoiler alert, Zhong Hui will have sort of a coup moment of himself, and we'll talk about that in a little while. What is our weapon? Flying swords. Okay. Do we throw them? How do we use 3 swords? I guess we'll find out. I still want experience. We're level 19. We're getting there to the weapon swap Musu. I think we gotta hit level 25 or something like that. And we're good to go.
There is a reason I'm destined for greatness.
Oh wow, that voiceover is not fun. Guo Huai, you didn't have to do that. Guo Huai put his life in danger to protect you. Let this be a lesson to you. I know, but this is all to, you know how much others are relying on you. This was a good opportunity for you to learn that. Yeah, sure did. That's why I'm going to help Guo Huai. So I think they have this stage kind of framed as Guo Huai is walking into a trap and going to get killed. Mainly because Guo Huai dies of old age. I think 2 years after this time period. I think 254, 255, I think. He didn't die in battle, so that's garbage, right? So Jiang Wei and the Qiang tribes were a thing. Probably not by this time period though. Like maybe in the decade before this, there were many attempts of Jiang Wei trying to link up with the Qiang tribes. Okay, can I see the map? I guess we'll see the map once we do start. Guo Huai's experienced officer. He will keep us safe against conventional attacks. Impatience the worst enemy. You will only be in danger if you rush in to attack Guo Huai. Jiachong. Okay. Oh, they're not together for this one. They didn't bring the wife on this campaign, apparently. They have not been fairly quiet. After Zhuge Liang's death, I think they took a 4-year break, and then it was Northern Expedition almost every single year, which was actually quite bad. Especially after Fei died, which I think died earlier this year. Fei got assassinated by a surrender general. Oh wow, the bowing animation. Extra work. Deng Ai is a sincere man. I don't know how I want to describe that one. Yeah, so for Zhonghui and Deng Ai, their problem is the same. They both did something a bit too great, in my opinion. Basically, defeating one of the kingdom is such a grand achievement. And when you achieve something like that and you're not the lord, it puts you in a very awkward position. In Zhonghui's case, he basically dreamed bigger for himself. He wanted to create, or basically replace Shu, and essentially set up a kingdom for himself. And that backfired, and then he and Deng Ai basically ended up killing each other. But in essence, in my opinion, even if neither of them rebelled or did anything like that, the Sima clan would have killed them. Because once the Sima clan become an emperor, there's nothing to reward you, right? When you do something so grand of wiping out another kingdom. That the only fate that sort of awaits someone like you is probably death. Right? If Sima Zhou had actually finished this job, it would have been different. But, when it's a non-family member general, it gets really awkward. Zhonghui is really smart. And when Xiahou Ba first ran to Shu, Jiang Wei and the court basically asked him, is there any general we should watch out for? And he was like, Chen Tai was pretty normal, good general, but nothing to be scared of. But if ever Zhonghui, who was still very young at the time, takes over the Western Front, which is likely because his father Zhong Yao was in charge of Chang'an for so many years, then he said Shu has something to worry about. And when Zhonghui was assigned, Jiang Wei took that to heart and just tried to write a letter to assign more generals to defensive positions, but because of the eunuch situation and emperor situation back in Chengdu, they didn't really listen until it was too late. And that was definitely a contributing factor to the end of Shu. Plus, Deng Ai's insane move to go through basically a non-trailblaze path to reach Mianzhu basically surprised everyone. I don't think we're high enough level to buy anything good. Yep. And we got everyone, so we will start this. I believe we have to take a non-conventional route to not kill Wu Huai. Our swords float. It's like we're a cultivator or Irelia from League. Let's see. Wu Huai is down here. Wang Yueying is still alive somehow. Guan Suo. Zhang Yi is still alive, that's correct. Fei Yi just died. Fei Yi should not be here. Just got assassinated earlier this year. Okay, I mean...
My fault that Guo Huai is surrounded by enemies. We have to rescue him.
Oh, this sword animation's pretty cool.
Sima Zhao would be indebted to us if we rescued Guo Huai. Let's go find
I don't like his voice actor.
You're going to face me. Step forward. You cannot escape.
Orchestra conductor here?
Doesn't the enemy value their officers? If so, they shouldn't be sending them to fight me.
Do I jump down here? I guess I do. Once was down here.
We owe a great deal to those who followed us.
Once we've got the right equipment, there's no need to stick around. Let's fall back for now.
Oh, Li Jian. I think we're supposed to kill him.
They must be up to something.
I think he's supposed to steal
This is our chance. All
some
units
uniforms and disguise themselves as
Take one step
our
back from
units.
here, and we are all doomed. Defend this position with your lives.
Let's see where our Musu is. Regular
the spirit.
swords go down, swords go up. Where's the general? Alright, I'm gonna actually take a look again to see if I can catch Li Jian somewhere, or is he already gone? He's already gone.
You
Okay.
sure know how to fight.
Doesn't the enemy value their officers?
Do I
It's
jump
so.
down
They
here
shouldn't
or
be
do I
sending
jump
them to
down
fight
here?
me.
I think they're linked.
I shall show you how a battle is won.
I have to say, most of the Jin officers' movesets are pretty cool. Guess we can do a jump musu when he gets up.
Do not like you. How could my tactics fail like that?
Not bad.
Doesn't the enemy value their officers? If so, they shouldn't be sending them to fight me.
I shall return after reviewing my strategy. You performed great as always. There was no need for my strategy.
Those provisions are our lifeline. We must ensure that
Empress
they
is
reach
here
their destination.
again. I might rather see her than Yue Ying, I
They
guess.
intend to use their provisions to hold out until help arrives. I'm not gonna let that happen.
They're starting to move the provisions now? Something's not right here. We should cut them off.
Okay. The wooden ox and flowing horse. Now, in the romance, it's sort of like a mythical, you know, self-perpetual motion machine that can transport food by themselves. But in history, it's probably just like a wheelbarrow, a wooden wheelbarrow design. But something
We can't
small
let them
enough
get
that
in
can
our
fit
way.
on the mountainous
We've got to
roads.
stop them.
Basically, something that facilitates supply transport, not, you know, run by itself like magic.
Behind as well. Please, you've got to help us.
It seems other officers have been left behind as well. We should try to rescue them too.
Seems alright.
I do not like you. Even stubborn fools like him have their uses. I suppose a few words of thanks are all he needs.
I carry on
Wait,
the
I was doing a
aspirations of
weapon
many.
swap.
I cannot be
She
defeated
canceled
by
it?
the likes of you.
To be honest, I just don't understand. I can't believe people would fight for such a reason.
Alright, so did I do it? Did I cut off supply or they're still sending it?
We cannot hold out for much longer.
Wait, Cao Jin? How is he still alive?
Hey, they're at the bottom of the cliff. Now's our chance to strike them from above.
Yeah, the animation's quite nice.
I see we managed to lure you in.
Wait. Don't make me do it.
I do not like you. Be gone.
You're going to face me. Step forward.
Aren't you dead already? Nope, I guess you're still alive.
I could never hope to aspire to such greatness.
Alright, let's keep chasing.
You reap what you sow. I only have myself to blame for what I have become.
Oh no, he's struggling.
Master Guo Huai, I have come to rescue you. Would you please open the gates?
Oh no, 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 don't do that.
Ah, reinforcements.
No, no,
I shall open
no,
the gates right
no.
away. These men are with the Shu forces.
Yeah, this should not be two Zhang Yi anymore. One of them is already dead. Or not dead, but like not in court. He was punished. Basically lost his job.
You're injured?
No, Guo Huai's gone.
Better way.
Alright, we didn't get our
Thanks.
hypothetical mission requirement, but that's
You
fine.
are really somebody I can depend on.
Canceled it,
Thank you.
countered it. There we go.
Isn't anybody going
Open
to
the door.
help
I'm
me?
coming. Wait, we just killed those guys. Open the door. No? Did we go the wrong way? I feel like, shouldn't the door open when we kill them? Or do we have to finish the supply cut? We skipped a guy. Well, the event already triggered, so he's good as dead, but still. Like even, oh no, what? Even after the battle. Trying to figure out what we could have done differently.
let you go for now. Don't think you've won.
Doesn't the enemy value their officers? If so, they shouldn't be sending them to fight me.
Ah, I gotta kill everyone on this route.
That's the spirit.
I guess if we started the battle and rushed to the east to cut off the whatever supply thingy they were doing, stealing the supply for the Jian, then maybe would have been fine.
I am the chosen one. Doesn't the enemy value their officers? If so, they shouldn't be sending them to fight me.
You came to rescue me. Don't worry. I am okay.
I don't think you're okay.
The assistance of the Tielong tribe shall give us the strength we require to finish Wei for good.
Jiang Wei has arrived with members of the Tielong tribe.
I think they're trying to capture the spirit of some earlier expeditions in this one.
Defeat him, and victory
But the
is
date's
ours.
definitely wrong, so...
You're going to face me. Step forward.
Amazing. You sure know how to fight.
I do not like you. Be gone.
Blender time!
Such great strength. I'm pulling back for now.
You performed great as always. There was no need for my strategy.
You sure know how to fight.
So I think we beat Jiang Wei and it's over.
I am fulfilling the wishes of my predecessors. Shu's victory is assured.
What kind of idiot allows himself to be bound by the wishes of the dead? I shall open your eyes to reality.
Such great strength. I'm
I
pulling
think we
back
killed
for now.
everyone else except
see
for
you're not
Jiang Wei.
as
There's a
bad
couple in
as
the
you look.
south, but that's not really my concern.
I am the chosen one.
No. Once again, our great intent has been impeded. Chancellor, my apologies.
Thanks
Is
to all three.
Tielong holding a lance or an umbrella?
You've been running about all over the place.
I wouldn't say that.
Listen to me very carefully. You carry the expectations of many on your shoulders. You cannot afford to worry about little details. Such trivial matters can be safely left to me.
But Guo Huai, he really couldn't.
My lord.
Are you okay?
I have always walked a fine line between life and death. I fear that the time has come to finally cross that line.
I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
It is as he said, my lord. You carry the lives of many on your shoulders. My life will be one burden you no longer have to bear. Stand against your fate and keep moving forward. If only I could have seen you.
No!
Alrighty, we'll come back and fight this one correctly before we move on to our hypothetical, but since we're doing historical first, this is not a problem. Guo Huai was going to die in a couple years of old age anyways, no big deal. Yes, Jiang Wei led many northern expeditions, way more than Zhuge Dan, and it did really tire out the Shu kingdom. Are we finally going to get some big rebellions? I mean, we've been executing. I mean, if that battle was in 153, I guess we haven't executed everyone. Oh, Cao Fang dies. Installs Cao Mao. Not a faction, just, yep. Wan Qiujian and Wen Qing are going to lead a rebellion in Shouchun. And Sima Shi is going to go on his final campaign because he has an eye problem. So I don't know why they don't make his art with like an eye patch or something. That's a perfect opportunity. He has a tumor on one of his eyes and it was just removed before this campaign. And at the time, he didn't really want to go personally to this campaign. He wanted to rest, but there were many a court that said they would feel more comfortable if he led the campaign himself. And he did go, and not long after he would die from fatigue and just complications from his surgery. And that is when Sima Zhao takes over. We have not played as Jia Chong and Deng Ai, so we'll probably play as one of them for this battle. Deng Ai, I think, actually makes sense. Deng Ai was in this area for quite a long time. He was in charge of Tuntian policies in the south for quite a while. That's his upbringing in terms of career path. Jia Chong also would make sense. He's, climbed the ladders in Sima Shi's army. So that's why he's really close to the Sima clan. So we can play as either of them for this battle here and fight the two rebels and talk about this battle. So until then, bye.